A world ignited, a world in turmoil, conflicts and their ripple effects. The world is changing, and not always for the better. From the streets of Kyiv to the deserts of Yemen, the echoes of unrest are felt far and wide. Old conflicts simmer, unresolved, threatening to boil over at any moment, and new ones erupt with alarming frequency, catching the world off guard. These events reshape our world in profound ways. Cities are rebuilt, but scars remain. Borders shift, and with them, the lives of millions are forever altered. From the economy to politics, the impact is undeniable. Stock markets fluctuate, trade routes are disrupted, and political alliances are tested. These conflicts demand our attention. They are not just distant events, they are human stories of loss, resilience, and hope. We live in a world more interconnected than ever before. Technology and trade have brought us closer, but they also mean that no nation is truly isolated. This interconnectedness means that events in one corner of the globe can quickly reverberate across the planet. A conflict in one region can lead to economic instability or humanitarian crises in another. Whether it's a trade war, a pandemic, or a regional conflict, the consequences are rarely contained within national borders. The ripple effects touch lives in ways we often fail to anticipate. Understanding these conflicts, their causes, and their potential outcomes is crucial. It's not just about knowing what's happening, but why it's happening and what it means for the future. We must move beyond simple headlines and delve into the complexities of our world. The stories behind the stories matter. And honestly, this understanding, it's not just for diplomats and policymakers, it's for everyone. Because in a world as interconnected as ours, understanding global conflicts is not a luxury. It's a necessity for all of us. Living under pressure, the weight of division. In many nations, internal divisions are deepening. Political polarization, fueled by social media and identity politics, is on the rise. This polarization creates an environment of mistrust. Citizens feel the pressure to choose sides. They're bombarded with information, often biased or misleading. And this pressure, it can lead to societal fragmentation and unrest. It also makes finding common ground and peaceful solutions more challenging. The rise of nationalism further complicates the situation. Nationalist sentiments, while sometimes uniting, can also be exclusionary and lead to tensions with other nations. This complex interplay of internal and external pressures creates a volatile global landscape. Power play, shaping the global chessboard. The world is a complex and interconnected stage where nations big and small maneuver to secure their interests. Like pieces on a chessboard, every move is calculated, every strategy deliberate, and every outcome impactful. Major powers like the United States, China, and Russia play a significant role in shaping global events. These nations, with their vast resources, military strength, and economic influence, often set the tone for international relations. Their decisions ripple across continents, influencing policies, economies, and even the daily lives of people worldwide. Their actions, alliances, and rivalries have a ripple effect on smaller nations and regions. Smaller nations often find themselves navigating a delicate balance, aligning with superpowers for security or economic benefits while striving to maintain their sovereignty and identity. These interactions shape the dynamics of global politics in profound ways. The rise of China as an economic and military power is a defining feature of the 21st century. With initiatives like the Belt and Road, China is extending its influence far beyond its borders, reshaping trade routes and creating new economic dependencies. Its military advancements further solidify its position as a global powerhouse. This rise has led to a shift in the global balance of power, creating new alliances and intensifying competition. The Indo-Pacific region, for instance, has become a focal point of strategic interest, with nations vying for influence and control over critical trade routes and resources. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine underscores the dangers of this power struggle. It serves as a stark reminder of how geopolitical rivalries can escalate into devastating wars, affecting millions of lives and destabilizing entire regions. The conflict also highlights the role of alliances, as nations rally to support their allies or counter their adversaries. It also highlights the interconnectedness of global security and the need for diplomacy and cooperation. In an era where challenges like climate change, pandemics, and cyber threats transcend borders, collaboration among nations is more crucial than ever. The United Nations and other international bodies play a pivotal role in fostering dialogue and resolving conflicts. The actions of these major powers will, without a doubt, continue to shape the world for years to come. As the global chessboard evolves, the strategies and decisions of today will determine the trajectory of tomorrow. The question remains, will nations choose competition or cooperation as they navigate this intricate game of power? Section 4 Case Study: Navigating the Israel-Palestine Labyrinth. The Israel-Palestine conflict is a stark reminder of the human cost of unresolved conflicts. It's a complex issue with a long and painful history. This conflict has far-reaching implications, influencing regional stability and global politics. The conflict is often at the forefront of international attention. It sparks debates about human rights, international law, and the role of the international community. Finding a lasting solution to this conflict remains, honestly, a major challenge. Both sides have legitimate grievances. It is crucial to understand the historical context and the perspectives of both Israelis and Palestinians. Only through dialogue and empathy can we hope to find a path to peace. Section 5. Shifting Sands: The Rise and Fall of Global Hierarchies. Throughout history, the global order has been in a constant state of flux, shaped by the rise and fall of empires, the evolution of economies, and the shifting sands of political power. The global order is not static. It evolves with time, influenced by technological advancements, economic shifts, and the aspirations of nations seeking to redefine their place in the world. The rise of new powers, such as China and India, has reshaped the global economic landscape. These nations, once considered peripheral, are now central players in global trade and innovation. Economic interdependence has deepened, with trade and technology creating a web of connections that bind nations together. The flow of information, facilitated by digital platforms, has further accelerated this transformation. This shift is leading to a more multipolar world, where power is no longer concentrated in a few hands, but distributed across multiple centers of influence. In this new reality, power is more diffuse, and nations must navigate a complex web of relationships to maintain their influence. This multipolarity presents both opportunities and challenges. It offers a chance for smaller nations to have a greater voice on the global stage. On the one hand, it creates a more level playing field, fostering collaboration and innovation across borders. It allows for greater cooperation on pressing global issues such as climate change, poverty alleviation, and public health crises. On the other hand, it can also lead to instability and uncertainty as nations grapple with the challenges of adapting to this new order. As nations adjust to this new reality, old alliances are being tested, and the balance of power is shifting in unpredictable ways. Old alliances such as NATO are being re-examined in light of emerging threats and shifting priorities. At the same time, new alliances are being formed, often driven by shared regional interests or economic goals. Regional organizations such as the African Union and ASEAN are gaining prominence, reflecting the growing importance of localized cooperation in a globalized world. The rules-based international order, established after World War II, is facing challenges. As the world becomes more interconnected, the frameworks that once governed international relations are being tested, requiring adaptation to meet the demands of a changing era.